I'm at the the Mara Inn? And I was about to head to the fairgrounds to camp out because Obama's in town, and I'm capturing him tonight for some of the caucuses because Iowa's so big. They have all the candidates come through Iowa, and I'm going to try to catch as many as I can as I'm finishing the West Coast section, or going west through Iowa. But I just met this really nice couple, and I was on the way out of the door here to go camp at the fairgrounds, and they actually offered to cover my room tonight, which is phenomenal. You'd like to meet them.
Lisa and Pete, and we think this is great.
Where are you guys from?
Seattle and Minnesota.
Seattle and Minnesota. Nice.
Sac, Minnesota.
Nice. Well, I thank you guys very much, and I hope the day is wonderful for you both.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you.
Now, if Senator Obama gets elected, what would you like to see him do?
There's such a long list. Healthcare for everybody. I like that one. Get out of the war. That'd be a good one. Make sure the economy stays strong. Jobs for everybody. I could go on.
Well, back to the good old days that people, I don't know, they helped each other. Farmers, we all worked together. Now everything's so independent. Too much money, I think. There's a lot of problems.
What about you?
Well, I think I'd like to see him first get our boys home from overseas, get the war quick as possible, and then keep our money at home and build our own bridges and stuff. Take care of our own environment and stuff instead of other countries.
Nice.
The Iowa poll that just came out on Friday shows that if the election were today, or Friday, he would beat Huckabee, Romney, Giuliani by double digits, and McCain by 8%, and 20% of the Republican Party would vote for him. It is important for our party, and I want to say this again, it is important for our party to have an electable candidate. It is my pleasure and distinct honor to introduce a man who, with your help, will be the next President of the United States, Barack Obama.
It's important in this election not just to change political parties in the White House, but we've also got to change how politics is done. I'm very confident about my ability to lead this country, but I can't do it by myself. I need you. I need the American people to rally around change. You know, I'm always reminded every day of my life, if not by events, then by my wife, that I'm not a perfect man. I will not be a perfect president. But I can promise you this, I will always tell you what I think, I will always tell you where I stand, I will be honest with you about the challenges we face because some of them are going to be tough. And anybody who says they're not tough is lying to you. I'll listen to you even when we disagree. I will wake up every morning in the White House thinking about how can I make your lives and the lives of your children and your grandchildren a little bit better. I will every single day. That will be my sole mission. And that's what you deserve from your president. And if you're willing to stand with me and caucus for me and work with me, I truly believe that we won't just win an election. I think more importantly, we can transform the country. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks. Okay, I'm not actually even from Iowa.
Uh-oh.
My name's Mike Daniel. I'm hiking the American Discovery Trail, and this trail runs from ocean to ocean, and it just happens to run through this town. I happen to be here today, and I think you're the man for the job without question. But my question, being that I'm an outdoor person, is what can you tell us that you will do to protect our national parks, our trail systems, and to look out for the environment that's being overrun by people like George W. Bush and Cheney and all these other people who don't really care about anything other than building new oil wells and taking what's left that actually keeps us healthy, mentally sound, and spiritually fit. Okay, well,
I tell you what, you know, the person who was really the founder of the conservation movement in this country was Teddy Roosevelt, a Republican. I mean, we forget that there's been a long Republican as well as Democratic tradition of looking after our national parks and being good stewards of the earth. And look, all of us believe in economic development. All of us want economic growth. But there's a way of managing it so that it doesn't destroy the very land that is so precious to us. So I want to increase funding for the National Park Service. I want to create a more balanced approach to how we're dealing with some of the pristine lands in America. One of the things that, as president, that you do is you fly, or as a candidate, you know, I'm flying over this country all the time. And sometimes I look down there, you know, you'll be flying over the Grand Canyon, or you'll fly over the Appalachians, or the Rockies, and you just think, wow, we hit the lottery. When it comes to the land, it would be a shame for us not to preserve it. And there's nothing liberal or conservative about that. That is an American tradition, the stewardship of the land. And that's something that I intend to maintain as President of the United States.
Thank you.
All right?
Okay, we are now, after a cold night, and visiting with Senator Obama at his little town meeting. Been a nice day to walk today, in the 60s. Tomorrow it's supposed to snow, go figure. But right now we've been road walking for a while, which I just hate. But now we're on the Comet Trail, which I think only runs for 2 or 3 miles and it's back on roads. So I'm gonna walk really slow through here. Oh boy, Thanksgiving's in a couple of days. Like I said, it's supposed to snow, so let's hope we stay warm.